Good morning, guys. Hope you're all doing well today. It's the first day of August. Woo! There's really nothing important in August. Well, I take that back. You have the start of football this week. The second, so I believe Thursday. Yeah, tomorrow's the second. Okay. Woo! Over my head. And then you have the Wisconsin State Fair, which I believe is starting this week as well. Not exactly sure of the date. I was doing some research last night into, I want to start getting a list together of all the furniture I need. The big furniture, not the little things. I don't need a whole bunch of end tables. I don't need a whole bunch of lights. I just want to hit the basics. Went looking online for what people consider, oh, hello lighting. What people consider the most important furniture items to get when you're purchasing a house. And it's weird on how people operate, because I probably went to about a couple dozen sites, and there were some similarities between a few of them, but they were kind of all over the place. And I found one that I really liked, and I was wondering what your opinion were on, say, the top five items that you think would be the most important furniture items when purchasing a home for the first time. Some of these made sense. You had a bed, obviously. You have a dining room table with chairs. You have the couch, which in all honesty, the couch is going to be my big one. Just because after working in the heat or the cold all day, I just want to come home and relax. TV stand wasn't one of them, which I kind of found weird, but a armoire was, and that's a fancy word. So the armoire served as a TV stand as well. The only issue is that you're putting that in the bedroom. I feel that you would put that strictly in the bedroom. So you have a TV in the bedroom, but nowhere else. But yeah, it's just weird seeing how people categorize. For the most part, they were the same, but there were some big differences. Like, a lot of people put an emphasis on like the microwave. And if you're moving into a house, that's the one thing that worries me, is that when I do get a house, I may not have those appliances, and they're not cheap either. I was looking at Home Depot, and this I don't understand, but a side-by-side fridge, you can't store pizzas properly in a side-by-side fridge. It just doesn't happen. A freezer on the bottom is far more expensive than a fridge with a freezer on top. So it looks like I'm going to be getting a freezer on top, if I do have to get a fridge, which I most likely will. And then a washer and dryer, those are expensive, especially if you get a solid one. Cooktop, expensive. The only thing I have is a microwave. My parents' microwave took a dump a while back, so I gave them my microwave that I had when I lived on my own for a few months at their old house while they were trying to sell it. Smaller microwave, can't really do anything huge in it, but it'll get the job done. But yeah, I figured when the day actually does come for me to actually, right now it's just window shopping online just to get a good list of what I need. But once I actually go to, like, say, Ashley Furniture or IKEA, because they just built one in Wisconsin not too long ago, when the day actually comes for me to go to those places, I'm definitely taking you guys with. I think it'll be interesting. But yeah, otherwise, hope you guys are doing well. I am going to go to work. I see a hummingbird. I'm going to go to work. It is now 7:55 in the morning. And then when I get home, I honestly have no idea what I'm going to do. We are playing D&D this weekend, so I'm going to be heading over to my buddy's house. Okay, so while I had some stuff going on the computer, we had the idea, me and my mom, because we're huge fans of Tim Tracker, so we had the idea of maybe shooting him a rock for his rock garden, for him and his wife Jen. We did some research, and apparently the rock, the state rock for Wisconsin is red granite. I think it's a pretty neat looking rock, especially when polished. But it got me thinking about the rock collection that I had. I stopped collecting rocks a good 10 years ago. But if I came across one I thought was pretty cool, I'd put it in here. But I just started going through some of them, and I'm trying to identify them. And kind of wish I would have paid more attention to the geology section in science class, because I mean, I was good at it back then, but stuff is tricky. I suck at identifying rocks. But yeah, here are some of my collection, or not just some, this is my collection. Okay, so this is my collection that I have right now. I know this one came from, there's only a few that I actually know of. This, let's see if it'll focus, is a geode, or it came from a part of a geode. I can see from the outside of it. This was the outside, and it was cracked open from a bigger rock. And the only other one that I really know of off the top of my head is this one, black, glassy. This is obsidian. See if it'll focus. Okay, so finally got it to focus. Yeah, this is obsidian. It's a black glass-like structure. The focusing on this camera is going all over the place. It does not know where to focus. Yeah, this is pretty neat. A little different. But yeah, those are basically the only two that I know of off the top of my head. I'm going to be going through a lot of these and figuring out exactly what they are. Some of these are probably just random rocks. This one I want to find out. This is really interesting. It's more of a flakiness to it. Come on. Bit of a flakiness to it. I have no idea what this is. Pretty interesting. Let's see what else we can find in here. Random arrowhead. Baby arrowhead. Oh, here's another good one. This one looks bizarre. Focus. This one looks really bizarre and I have no idea what it is. I'm guessing it's some type of a lava rock. Looks pretty cool. Reminds me of Terminator in T-1000. Yeah. So I'm gonna get going through some of these, trying to figure out what they actually are. Some of them obviously may just be going back in the garden. Let me know in the comment section for any collections that you guys might have gotten into, whether it be rocks or trading cards or stamps, Hot Wheels, stuff like that. Whatever thing you collected growing up or you thought was pretty interesting, let me know in the comment section below. Alright guys, so I'm home now and exhausting week. Actually, it's like a day or two after my last clip, just because I was exhausted and just came home and crashed. I was tired. But a couple things I learned. One, it's quickly becoming a pet peeve of mine when people do not take care of their lawn. A lot of the places I went to just didn't have good lawn. Like, it's not that hard. I could see if you have like multiple acres, yeah, it takes us 4 hours to mow a lawn here, and we have 3 acres on a riding lawnmower. But a lot of these people have less than half an acre. I would probably say a lot of them were about a quarter of an acre. Yeah, actually I think a lot of them were a quarter of an acre, and for a quarter of an acre, that's what we had back in Milwaukee. I can mow that in a little over a half hour, and it looked immaculate. So work on your yard. It doesn't take that much. Give it a good mow, trim the edges, spray weeds, you're all good. Number 2, when I do get my house, the first thing I'm going to invest in, a couch. A nice, plush, comfy couch. Because if I can't afford a Whirlpool tub or a hot tub outside, I'm going to get a couch. I want it to be the most comfortable thing I've ever sat in. And I will invest a good chunk of money into it, knowing that I'm going to be spending a lot of my time there. And alright, before I forget, not actually going to be filming tomorrow at my buddy's house for D&D. I know I said I would before, but the more I think about it, I don't feel comfortable vlogging in other people's space without their consent firsthand. Not to mention, it's his place. We don't know how his place is set up, so I'm not familiar with where to put the camera, yada yada, all that good stuff. Down the road, I do want to film more with D&D. I just want to get more comfortable with D&D, and for anyone who doesn't know, D&D, Dungeons and Dragons. So there. But yeah, I want to get way more comfortable. I'm having a blast with D&D so far. I'm having a blast with the storyline, getting in depth with my character, learning different spells. I'm having a blast with it, but I definitely want to get more into it and be 100% more confident with it before I start filming a lot more of it. Just because I want to actually look like I know what I'm doing instead of just throwing random dice everywhere and hope I do something right. Alright, so I actually did film something for right here that was supposed to be about the financial stuff, but I didn't want to bore you guys with it, and after going over it, it was like 2 minutes of financial talk, and that's just wrong. It's boring. I fell asleep reading my financial books in college. I don't want to do that to you guys. Basically what I was doing was taking Excel and figuring out my monthly income, and how much of that went to bills and different things like that, so I could figure out what I could actually afford per month. There's something on the camera. Oh, I left this smudge. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna clean that, hold on. Okay, that's better. But anyway, the whole financial thing was basically just me getting a grip or a monthly bird's eye view of what I could afford each month, my extra income that I could afford to put somewhere else. Since my truck is officially paid off, I think I mentioned that in the last video, but I wanted to figure out exactly how much I could afford each month to put somewhere else. And when I'm thinking, because I get paid every other week, and that doesn't, I'm able to look forward a little bit and plan, but when I can look over it monthly, that gives me a huge advantage to planning that expense, because it gives me a bird's eye view of the whole month instead of just a couple weeks at a time. So I highly recommend everyone do that with your finances, maybe once a year, because you take into account raises and bonuses and stuff like that. Actually, don't do bonuses. You shouldn't rely on bonuses or overtime. So just take in your monthly income for your total hours worked. Maybe do it once a year. I think it'll benefit everybody. It'll hugely benefit yourself, and give you such better opportunities to plan your money and maybe save for a trip or a PlayStation or a TV or a truck. So I got a little board, and as you can see, these 3 boxes, I think I showed them in a past video. I actually have more boxes like that. I'm going through and I'm taking even more stuff that I find around my room. I'm really scavenging now, but I'm trying to find every little nook and cranny that I can put in there that I'm not going to need. I'm already starting to pack up for moving out. I'm hoping that I can find a place. It doesn't look like the market's going to be friendly with me, so who knows. As of right now, it looks like I'm going to be going further north, and I don't want to do that, so I'm definitely going to keep my eye on the market and see where that goes. That's probably going to do it for this video. I want to thank you guys for stopping by. Make sure to leave a comment below, like the video if you haven't, subscribe if you haven't. It greatly helps. So I will see you all next time. Take care and have a good day. Bye.